feel the way, my heart out on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me.
Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak.
Set to kick off.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tampa Bay coming out along with a man who needs no introduction, the great Tom Brady.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
First down. It's Thornton. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The numbers for him from a week ago, 21 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense, a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away. Brady again here on 2nd and 10.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 23 yards, the final tally. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. From the gun, it's Brady. And he fends him off. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flood. The field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Cardinals take over.
The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
I'm absolutely eager to watch him play in this game because here we are, Week 15. Not a lot of games left down the stretch. But will he get outside of himself trying to make huge plays in order to try and win an MVP? Because he's not in the #1 spot right now.
No, he's not. I think everyone consensus thinks that way. You hope he doesn't get outside of himself right now, though, because that could really get their offense out of sync. And it's been in sync most of this year. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Cardinals first down.
From the gun, Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, They know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. Now they're setting up the wide receiver screen here on the right side. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36.
First down.
Throwing again, Murray. He'll drop this down to Taylor.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
To throw again on second down, Murray. Being chased out left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? First downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a play fake, Brady, and now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
First and 10, Taylor now. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
First down, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
That's the end of the first quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers, nothing.
They get this out left, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Slide for the PAT.
For the point after.
And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit. 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Play action, now it's Brady. This one complete to Christian Kirk. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
A 6-yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Brady to Evans that time. 1st down, Tampa.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throwing now is Brady. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Marcus Davenport make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. That's complete right around the 8. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Brady. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo.
A 28-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football? It says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The football going back over to Arizona now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Murray's going to keep it on the option. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins.
Murray's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With that, he matches his receiving yards from a week ago. We still have more than a half of football to play. It's a 1st down. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Murray. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Murray getting this out wide to Hopkins. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Murray. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They're going for it. It's Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They run here with Jason Huntley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was the visiting Chiefs who come in and get the victory on the road. Patrick Mahomes leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, it's off to Southern Nevada. Check out the action going on beside the neon lights of Las Vegas. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. 34-28, the final score. In the game you're watching, it was the former #1 overall selection, Kyler Murray, who put on an absolute show. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. The big reason why they've been so successful, this defense hasn't been able to contain him when he gets outside of the pocket.
So true, and that's when it's really difficult because defensively you can have a game plan and try to account for all the things you've seen on tape, the way that they run their plays, even his running. But when it's a play where you just can't really say, okay, that's how the play's supposed to go, what they call broken plays, that's when the X and O doesn't work. That's when their Jimmy is better than your Joe.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On second down, it's Taylor. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
To throw on third down, Murray. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Arizona.
A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Brady going to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
The tackle made back at midfield.
From midfield, here's Brady. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Brady's pass.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
Buccaneers 6.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And they'll begin by running the option. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Throwing on second and long. Murray, catch made here by Campbell. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10. Murray now. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Third quarter on a Monday night with a second and 10 coming up. Murray to air it out again. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They run the option here on first and 10. Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the 20.
Now an option play on second down. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On third down, here's Taylor. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And I think the ball's out. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds. Saved him from a turnover.
From the gun, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. T. Higgins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. Trust factor in effect.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10.
In your face.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they're going to speed things up here.
2nd and 4 at the Bucs' 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs' 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs.
1st down, Cardinals.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And Murray's going to keep it. Oh, and now some space to operate. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play. Stand, and they'll take that.
Hey, that wide 20. Hey, check back 11, check back 11.
Brady now on first down. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, that's complete to his receiver, Godwin. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Throwing is Brady on third down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula. Fourth and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of
Late stages of the game here in the fourth quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10.
Check pass. Check pass. 45. Come back. Let's set a tone. Let's set a tone. Watch the edge.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
Shotgun now for Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Moss. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Steps away to his left. Able to find Isabella. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Arizona, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.